Well, here I am, a Saiga antelope born in the middle of nowhere. And let me tell you, this is not the grand entrance I imagined. My mom's already running like her life depends on it, which, spoiler alert, it does. When I called her, "Hey mom, wait, what's the rush?" But nope, she's too busy dodging wolves to give me a welcome speech. So here I am, wobbling on these ridiculous spaghetti legs. I try to stand, but gravity's like, "Not today, kid." I look around this so-called home, and honestly, it feels like I spawned into the hardest level of a survival game. And then comes the night. The freezing winds are just delightful, more like nature's way of saying, "Welcome, rookie." And the stars above? Sure, they're nice, but I can't enjoy them because I'm busy trying not to become a midnight snack. You know, I thought being born would be exciting, but so far, it's just dirt, gravity, and a whole lot of danger. Guess I've got no choice but to tough it out. Welcome to Saiga life, I guess. Here's your first lesson. Being in a big group doesn't always mean you're safe. Nope. For predators, it's like walking into a giant buffet. Wolves don't even have to work hard. They just pick their favorite snack. You still try to stand on your wobbly legs when you hear it, the first howl. All the other babies freeze, hoping the wolves won't see them. And you try to stay still too, but your tiny heart is beating so loudly, it feels like even the wolves can hear it. And guess what? They do. Suddenly, the wolves are running straight at you, their sharp teeth flashing. The ground shakes with panicked hooves, and everything around you turns into a blur of fear and snapping jaws. Somehow you manage to keep running. You zigzag through the herd, dodging danger at every turn. Finally, the wolves give up, and for the first time, you can catch your breath. But just when you think you're safe, you catch your reflection in a muddy puddle, and what you see makes you stop. That face. What is that thing on your nose? It's huge, lumpy, and kind of funny looking, like someone stuck a half-inflated water balloon on your face. But don't laugh. This nose is your secret weapon. It filters out the dust storms that sweep across the steppe and warms up icy air before it reaches your lungs. It's weird, sure, but it's also a lifesaver. Still, it's not exactly winning you style points. While other animals get sleek fur or cool antlers, you're stuck with this giant schnoz. And don't even think about impressing a mate with it. What's your best pickup line supposed to be? "Hey, want to sniff some grass together?" Yeah, real smooth. Fast forward a few weeks, and you've survived the wolves. Congrats, but don't get too comfortable. Now the skies are hunting you. Now you're on the radar of golden eagles. These flying death machines patrol the skies, scanning the steppe for slow-moving snacks like you. You spot a shadow overhead. You freeze. You see above and think, maybe it's a cloud, right? Nope, dude. It's an eagle diving straight at you, talons out. With wingspans as wide as your life expectancy is short, they dive bomb you with laser precision. You try to run, but your stubby legs don't stand a chance. Boom. Another cousin bites the dust. And when the eagles aren't hunting, the wolves are back again, and you're like, not again. They prowl the herd's edges like ghosts, their eyes glowing in the night. You huddle with the others, shivering not just from the cold, but from the thought, who will they take next? Want to know something more? Golden eagles don't always kill their prey instantly. They'll drag you across the steppe, dropping you repeatedly to ensure you're tenderized before dinner. Brutal, right? But wait, it gets better. Wolves? Oh, they don't just chase you down. They employ pack tactics, isolating the weakest members. It's like they've read a manual on how to hunt Saigas 101. But hey, predators aren't your only problem. Why not talk about the migration season where surviving becomes a nightmare-level video game, and only you're the underpowered character in a world filled with overpowered bosses? Saigas, being migratory animals, undertake grueling treks across vast, desolate steppes. These migrations aren't just scenic hikes, they're battle zones. Imagine traversing hundreds of miles with predators lurking at every turn. It's a race against time, hunger, and exhaustion, with eagles and wolves treating you like a moving buffet. And don't get me started on your herd. Instead of forming a united front, it becomes an every antelope for themselves chaos fest. Stampedes might seem dramatic, but they're as deadly as the predators. If you trip, good luck getting back up before either a predator or your panicked cousins crush you. But your life becomes a real nightmare when you're running out of places to run. Climate change is shrinking your already pitiful habitat, forcing you into closer quarters with other species, and not the friendly ones. Disease outbreaks skyrocket, with bacteria and viruses treating your dwindling population like a playground. It's survival of the fittest, and spoiler, you're not winning any trophies. What can be worse than this, right? Common friend, your life sucks, so here's your ultimate enemy. Humans. They show up with guns, traps, and greed so massive it makes your nose look normal. Why are they hunting you? Because of your horns. Someone, somewhere decided that grinding them into powder is a cure for impotence. Yep, you're dying because humans believe your horns can fix their problems in the bedroom. Here's the kicker. It doesn't even work. And by the way, did you know that your ancestors have probably cursed the day humans discovered Saiga horns? Yep, because your lineage is caught in a macabre cycle of destruction. Historically, Saiga horns were considered valuable in traditional medicine, but here's a lesser-known fact. They've also been turned into luxury collectibles in certain parts of the world. Imagine being killed not for what you are, but for what someone thinks you represent. Status, power, or just a misguided placebo. And speaking of being misunderstood, how about this? The overhunting during the Soviet era was so industrialized that saigas were harvested like crops. Entire migratory routes were mapped out for easy access, reducing your ancestors' chances of survival to almost zero. Now, add modern poaching to the mix, and you've got a recipe for annihilation. And let's not forget about the environmental carnage. The steppe might seem like an empty, unchanging plain, but human activity has turned it into a patchwork of farmland, oil fields, and highways. A single highway crossing a migratory path can disrupt thousands of saigas, forcing them to waste precious energy or get stranded in dangerous zones. Oh, and here's a cheerful tidbit. Climate change is creating more extreme weather patterns, turning your already hostile habitat into a death trap. Flash floods? Check. Droughts? Double check. Imagine surviving predators only to die of thirst because a river dried up or getting washed away by a freak storm. In 2015, disaster struck. A mysterious bacterial infection wiped out over 200,000 saigas in just 2 weeks. That's almost half your population gone overnight. Scientists think climate change played a role, messing with the bacteria in your bodies. But the truth is, no one knows for sure. And as if disease wasn't enough, humans bulldoze your habitat, turning the steppe into farmland and building highways that cut through your migration routes. You're stuck weaving through traffic, dodging semi-trucks like they're predators. Spoiler, they're worse. So here's a snapshot of your life. Wake up to either freezing cold or boiling heat. There's no in-between. Search for food. The grass is terrible, but it's all you've got. Dodge predators, wolves, eagles, poachers. Take your pick. Try not to die of thirst because water is a luxury on the steppe. Then repeat. Every single day is a fight to survive. But still you are special because you're still here. Against all odds, you've survived 250,000 years, enduring ice ages, mass extinctions, and everything nature has thrown at you. You're tough, resilient, and downright ridiculous, but you won't survive humans unless they get their act together. Conservation efforts are underway, but they're slow, and time is running out. If you vanish, the world loses more than a species. It loses a living relic, a bizarre, wonderful reminder of evolution's creativity. You've defied extinction before, but now you need help. If humans don't step up, your story ends here. So as you take another step across the harsh, endless steppe, remember this. Your life may be a nightmare, but your survival is nothing short of a miracle. Living as a Seige antelope really sucks, but it would suck even more when you have a great body, but you're protected by the government because everyone wants to kill you, especially humans. So, how does it feel when your useful body becomes your ultimate enemy? That's the life of a pangolin. Click to watch our video, Why It Sucks to Be Born as a Pangolin.